Afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Rob Ransome, Principal Broker, Ransome Realty Group, located in Richmond, Virginia, and in Los Angeles, California. And as promised, I had a special guest on today. We tried yesterday. We had a little technical difficulty yesterday.
It's all right.
But we came back again today just to make sure we get the information out to you all. So I have with me Jason Kilgo from Kilgo Insurance. If you're like me, so one of the things that happened to me this year, when I got my escrow was short for the year. Part of the reason it was short was not only property taxes, but my insurance, my homeowners insurance had gone up so high and I hadn't had any claims or anything, and I was trying to figure out why. And then I started getting a bunch of calls from clients who had the same thing. They had escrow shortages, and so they were wondering what's going on with insurance. I myself tried to start shopping around for insurance, and I could not believe some of the quotes and some of the answers that I got. So what I decided to do was have Mr. Kilgo come on and explain all about all the insurance stuff that you want to know about, because Jason is the man. So first and foremost, I'll let you talk, Jason, introduce yourself and tell everybody about your company.
Sure. Jason Kilgo Insurance. We're an independent broker and insurance company that shops your rates. We have 20 plus different carriers that specialize in homeowners insurance and auto insurance, life insurance, business insurance, and can help your needs that way.
Perfect. So I guess the first question is, why are the rates going up so high?
Yeah, so I like to tell everybody that insurance is about statistics. It's not personal. It's not, hey, I haven't had this happen to me, or this, I never had a claim before. It's not personal. Gotcha. It's all based on where the line is set for profit for these carriers, and where claims are at, how they're losing money, and where they need to get to based on that line.
Gotcha.
So if they say, hey, we need to make this much to stay profitable, and claims go above that line, rates are going to go up because they have to compensate for that. If it goes below, you're going to see a rate decrease. So in years past, they've been profitable. So we've seen those rates go down. Rates can go down. But right now, for the foreseeable future, I don't see them going down. And the main reason why is the amount that these insurance carriers are paying out.
What's crazy about that is I oddly enough just happened to read an article, probably because I stay on so much California stuff now, but how many people are getting dropped in California. Thousands of people are getting dropped, even though they don't have claims or anything.
And companies leaving the state.
Companies are leaving the state, right. So is that because of the amount of claims?
Of course. So they're having a hard time, all carriers. Mm-hmm. And really on auto insurance, no carrier is profitable.
Wow. Okay.
They're not making the money. And so you've got to realize that, every claim that's filed, tons of claims are coming in from all kinds of factors with auto accidents, all kinds of factors with storms and neglect, negligence. Right. Stupidity is still covered.
Right, you're right.
Right? So those frivolous claims, those things like that, they all play a role, and they're causing the rates to go up.
Okay. All right. Wow. So I've had people say, well, hey, like I said, I myself, I tried to shop around and was told don't right now. Is there a particular time that's better to shop around, or what is do you think, like, how do you get the best rate, I guess?
Well, first and foremost, if you don't have Kilgo Insurance,
obviously,
I highly suggest you shop and give us a call, and we can help you out. We have the carriers. I've handpicked all of them for your benefit to make sure you're getting the best deal, coverage and rate wise. Really, I found out an interesting statistic the last night, and it's 13% of households, 13% of America does not have auto insurance.
Wow.
So that means 1 out of 9 drivers is going uninsured.
Okay.
Where that's a problem is, and you say, well, I don't care, that's their problem. Well, it's actually your problem, because if they don't have the money to pay for your car, that's where you want to make sure you have the right insurance, and you make sure you have that uninsured motorist or underinsured motorist coverage, right? So it does correlate to everything. Everything is a domino effect, right? So people that are filing claims for a shingle missing from their roof.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we consider that frivolous. They may have $1,000 deductible. One of the things we're really trying to do is make sure people raise those deductibles.
Right. I was just about to ask you about that because, like, I know at one time, you get $1,000 or $1,500 deductible, but now that's probably.
That's right. And look, that's what we help you do. We're here to advocate on your behalf. We're here to advise, educate, and so there's many ways we can get these rates down.
Okay.
One of them is raising the deductible. Raise your deductible. The days of $1,000 deductible are almost gone.
Okay.
It's probably going to be moving, if not already, to that $2,500 deductible.
Okay.
We've sold homes with $5,000 deductible.
Right.
Because the bottom line is anything below that, they want to cover. They don't want they don't want the rates to go up. They don't want to get dropped. And that's a big problem right now. You have and like I said, it goes back to statistics.
Right.
So you have one claim, the probability you having another one is more likely than someone that has 0 claims.
Got you.
Right?
Okay.
And so that's where the problem is. And then if you have 2 claims, it's really tough to get insurance. You're almost uninsurable.
Okay.
So we're trying to say, hey, you're one get out of free jail card kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We need to make sure that's a valid claim.
Okay.
We need to make sure it's a catastrophic claim that you definitely need us for. And here's another problem. Inflation.
Right.
Everything has gone up. And what is it? Half America is check to check.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, they can't always afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they need insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's why all these companies, with the probability of the risks, the right risk for the right rate,
mm-hmm.
they can't figure out. Geico's now opening the channel to help independent agencies, so where we can have them as a carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Nationwide's no longer writing in the state. A couple of carriers have suspended, writing business.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that going on, and people live in check to check, it's tough. You need insurance. You need us whether you like it or not.
Right. Absolutely. So explain to everyone clue reports, because I don't think a lot of people understand how claims transfer with people or properties or however that works. Can you explain that to us, please?
Yeah, so that's a report we run to risk assess. It shows all the claims that have been on the home in the past 5 years. Okay. So where this is important is it gives us the information that, hey, so let's say you're buying a home, mm-hmm. and the previous homeowner had a roof claim. Well, that could, even though you're buying the home and it didn't happen to you, mm-hmm. it could now cause a problem because that could get held up with underwriting. Underwriting could say, hey, we don't know if that contractor is valid. Mm-hmm. We don't know what work was done. We don't know what's been completed. Mm-hmm. We don't know if it was done right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that carrier may choose to not insure you based on the previous claims.
Wow. Okay.
And then those previous claims obviously will raise the rate. Raise the rate.
I had that happen on a house that I was dealing with, where the clue report, my folks, it was a rental for them, but someone that lived in the house had a dog. The dog unfortunately bit somebody, and there was a claim filed for that. And so it really got crazy for a while because it followed him, it followed the person and not the house. And so I was surprised to hear that when that happened, and I was like, oh wow, so I didn't realize that's what happened, follows the person.
Yeah, and here's where we're different from like a call center or some of your mainstream insurance carriers. We advocate on your behalf. Mm-hmm. So we have direct relationships with underwriters, mm-hmm. and we can kind of explain the situation. Hey, here's what happened. Mm-hmm. They no longer own that dog. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We get a letter from the vet. Mm-hmm. So there's different ways to kind of massage those situations, mm-hmm. and that's why you need an agent and not just somebody you're picking up the phone as a transaction.
What about personal items on policies? How does that affect your policy? Like my computer or a diamond ring or whatever.
Yeah, so it's a scheduled rider. Diamond rings are great. If because of the appraised value, we need to see the appraisal. Mm-hmm. You can get agreed value, which is different than replacement cost. You actually get what the appraisal says it's worth. Okay. So that's a big deal. Most people don't know that. Mm-hmm. Your possessions, you've got that personal property coverage. Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure that's adequate. The biggest reason the cost changes on a homeowner's insurance policy is replacement cost, mm-hmm. and the personal property is a percentage of that. So you've got to make sure because it can get subjective.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to do more to not make it so subjective, but just kind of like the appraisal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Replacement costs can be subjective.
Yeah.
Because, right now you're dealing with inflation,
Right.
labor, materials, all going up.
Right.
Costs more to do things, right? So houses cost more, the values are higher.
Right.
But insurance only cares what it costs to replace the home.
Gotcha.
But that's gone up.
Yeah.
So that means your rates go up. So there's another reason why your rates are going up. But you need that coverage and you need it adequate. Because, the one example I like to use is the laptop in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody breaks in and steals the laptop. That's not an auto policy coverage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a home or renter's policy coverage for personal property.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think, well, it happened in the car. They have to steal the whole car.
Right. Right.
And by the way, that's another problem that's going on. I just read about auto theft has gone up like 30-some%.
Right.
Some states it's like almost 100%. Right.
Right.
So a lot going on. And the auto, we go back to that, which affects the home because overall they needed to make sure that they're profitable.
Mm-hmm.
Distracted driving.
Yeah.
More people,
Texting,
more cars.
yeah.
Cars, I think, they were so expensive. You had COVID where people weren't driving.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're all on the road, they're driving, there's more people, there's more cars, and there's more distractions.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think really the big problem is no one has any patience.
Yeah.
Right?
Oof.
So you get all those accidents. So the biggest discount that you can get to do yourself a favor is the bundle the policies.
Okay.
Put your auto and home policy together. It's the biggest discount in insurance.
Okay.
And you get it with one carrier, and then that way you're not confused if something happened to the car.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, I don't want to hold you all day. With that being said, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you.
Kilgo Insurance, our website, it's the easiest way. You can fill out all the forms there and get in touch with us. KilgoInsurance.com. Would love to set an appointment and help you out.
All right, Kilgo Insurance. Jason Kilgo, everyone. If you need his information, I'm going to tag him on all the replay stuff and the videos and everything. Great guy, definitely knowledgeable. And, I only align myself with the most knowledgeable people in this business.
Right.
So this is the guy right here, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank y'all. Cool.